As you guys know, this world quest is a long world quest, and I didn't even realize how long this world quest would be when I actually started it. And you can even hear in this video I talk about how I'm going to do the full world quest in one video. I've decided to not do that and cut it up into two parts. One part will come out today, the next part will come out next Friday. Basically what it is that I want to make sure everything has enough time to breathe, and also, as you know, I'm reading out everything and I want to give it enough space, talk about the lore. It won't just be me doing a quest, of course. We'll be talking about everything that happens. We'll be talking for like half an hour at least afterwards as well, talking about all the stuff that happened in this quest too. We'll be getting waypoints. It is a big chunky thing that we do with world quests, and I think this is going to be longer, from what I've heard, than any world quest we've done so far, even in the Saurian quest. Even the Octanalan stuff, I think, might not be as long as this quest, because I remember doing the Octanalan quest and I felt like by the end of it I was like, oh, that was quicker than I thought it would be, even though it's some like beautiful locations and you can do some exploring. And we did even talk for like a half an hour after that about the lore as well after that, and other stuff too, of course. So the idea is we're going to cut it up into two parts, and we're going to give everything time to breathe, kind of like we did with the Aranara quest, if you remember, with Sumeru, because that was like so chunky and so long as well. Some quests we won't do this with, obviously, because they're a bit shorter. As you've seen with the other Saurian quest lines, it felt like they were a bit shorter, and there's nothing wrong with being shorter or longer. It's just how they're paced. It's not me insulting anything or saying that they need to be shorter or longer. I want Genshin to do whatever they want and give me everything they want, because I've been loving it all the time. It's just a matter of me making sure that I have enough time to talk about everything, making sure that we have enough time to explore everything and discuss everything. I also think this is going to have a really cool side effect as well, doing it this way, because then you guys can give your input on the stuff that I've said in this video, or the stuff that's happened so far. Obviously, just the stuff that's happened so far. I know you guys won't spoil. I adore you, and I know you won't do that. So then I can come back next week and have a different input on this as well. Obviously, like, I'm going to be reading out everything. I'm going to be looking at everything. We're going to be talking about everything. So as I said, I think it makes sense. I think you guys know what I'm saying. Since this is probably going to be a longer quest than the other Saurian quest lines, giving enough time to breathe just makes perfect sense. So as we're not tired by the end of it, or we're not in a space where it goes on so long that like the half an hour afterwards seems like it makes it even longer, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what's coming. I still haven't played the next part of it. I'm going to be doing that next week, but I am very, very excited to hear your guys' thoughts on it. It's incredible so far. I'm absolutely adoring it. And like I said, it's long, but sometimes quests need to be long. Sometimes they need to be short. It's all depending on pacing. I think Genshin does pacing very well, and it knows when something needs to be long and something needs to be short. I even played the full Aranara quest line, and I've said a million times that, like, if you do it in bits, it just makes sense, right? So like we did with the Aranara, the last Aranara quest line that we did, we're cutting it up to two parts. Let it all breathe, and let us talk about it, and I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. Thank you. Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is Genshin Impact. And we're about to do the next quest line, or the next quest in the Saurian quest line.
People aren't made to stay cooped up inside
Kabe's
all the
talking.
time.
You tell him, Kabe. You tell him. I'm pretty excited to do this. I'm really, really excited to do this. Today, the team we're using is Anxiety -2. Anxiety -2 is a team I don't get to use. I haven't been able to do as much a variety of teams just because we've been in Natlan, and I'm trying to use like characters from Natlan as much as possible. But today I was like, I want to use Anxiety -2, which is basically just like these two anxious people in Barbara and Kave with Nahida and Xingqiu. Basically, it's 4 anxieties, but then you -2, Nahida and Barbara, Nahida and Xingqiu, and we have this. Anxiety -2. So we're going to be using Anxiety -2. I've been wanting to use Kave again for a bit as well. So I think we have to go over and talk to these kids over here. Let's check out what's happening with this. I'm super excited to do this. Let's go. There's nothing else to say.
The Sacred Mountain seems to be some tummy troubles and puke stuff out every day. You've seen it too. It's too dangerous to go out and play. Uncle Komoski's story is whenever the volcano's having tummy troubles, all it needs is a few good pats and it starts to feel better.
Oh, that's kind of a sweet story.
If only my hands were bigger. Oh, you're adorable. I'm sure the grown-ups could pat it better, but I don't want us playing outside the tribe, so they keep putting it off.
So that's why you think, huh?
If you ask me, the Sacred Mountain is so big, we need the whole tribe to pat the tummy ache
away. This is an adorable story. This is already adorable. Like, it's like those things passed down from generation to generation, but it's so cute that the kids are looking at it like this. Let's pat the volcano better.
But grown-ups are all just so busy. Just look at Vanessa, working in the orchard all day. We'll have to wait until they have free time to pat the volcano together. You make a good point. So just have to wait until the grown-ups get some free time, huh? Until then, we'll follow their rules and don't go outside the tribe until the Sacred Mountain is calmed down, okay?
Honestly, very safe, very smart kids. Very smart.
Okay.
Paimon popping up like that? Why are you discussing? Paimon just heard a lot about patting tummies.
We were talking about blonde hair and silver fairy. You must be the hero's wandering Paimon. So anyway, we were discussing some very super ultra important tribal secrets.
So patting volcanoes is a tribal secret. Honestly, like, again, it seems like one of those stories you pass down where it's like, you know, when I was a kid, I heard that whenever there was thunder and lightning, it was God moving furniture around, which is such a funny thing. I think it was probably, maybe you guys have heard that too. Whenever it was like thunder, maybe that's just to ease your mind a bit, especially since like I grew up in a very like, not religious now at all, but like I grew up in a very Catholic based country. But it was used to be like whenever you'd be kind of, I wasn't scared of thunder, but like it was, I always thought it was very fascinating. But it would be kind of this thing where it's like, yeah, thunder is God just moving his furniture, rearranging his home, you know, which I thought was a very sweet way of looking at it. So patting volcanoes is a tribal secret.
What? Did you hear everything? You were talking too loudly. Next time you want to discuss secrets, whisper into my ear, okay? Okay. Won't that be a little too close in? If you say so. Well then, Outlander. I'm not doing Nia, and this hapless idiot is Dutse. Dutse is just like trying his best. I don't think he's an idiot. You stop calling me an idiot? Look at Mikey. Mikey's playing. Welcome to Collective of Plenty. Welcome to your little Templosaurus. That's odd. There should be runes that stop outside Saurians from entering the tribe. Does this have something to do with the Sacred Mountain being in a bad way? Interesting. So maybe it's because it's just Mikey, and he's the chosen one. This shows that the runes need a good pat too. The only thing around here needs a good hard pat is your head. What? So never said a great ears like you said the terms of funny. This is the dynamic of friends that I've seen throughout my life so many freaking times, where it's like the closest best friends in the whole world, and one of them's like, stop. And the other one's like, what do you mean? Like, that's kind of like the dynamic I get for these two. Do you need help with something? Explain to Dunia and Dutse that you want to enter the Sacred Mountain. You want to enter the Sacred Mountain? That's not going to be easy. The grown-ups keep telling us it's a dangerous place, so we're not allowed to go there. But I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting to go. I know. I was once told someone else that found a way in. Me too. I know someone too. Isn't the Sacred Mountain, well, sacred to your tribe? How come you're so happy to tell us about it? The name Sacred Mountain comes from woven scrolls from a long, long time ago. As we're concerned, it's nowhere near as sacred as the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Okay, so it's kind of like changed over time. The reason we're not allowed to go inside is because it's dangerous. That's very reasonable. Not to mention the Speaker's Chamber's organized exploration team to go inside and poke around. As soon as I'm old enough, I'm going to go there too. How many times do you need to be told that place is dangerous? Again, she seems like very much the decider in this friendship. But I'm very worried about him as well, I'd say. Just trying to make sure he doesn't get into danger. I'm unsure of the details, but if you want, you could try talking to Old Man Maposo. I'm sure he'd be happy to help. Idle Old Man Maposo? You better be off asking Kamosi. Kamosi's my uncle, and he used to be an adventurer. Don't call Old Man Maposo idle. Unfortunately, one of them is at the excavation site south of the mountain, the other is the Tefric ruins west of the village. If only we can show you the way, with the Sacred Mountain's eruption cycle, it's not safe for you to take you. No problem. Paimon thinks we can find our own way from here. Come on, Mikey, it's time to go. Mikey having fun with a new friend. He's a little cutie, isn't he? The scarf tied to his tail is so pretty. When the Sacred Mountain feels better, let's take him out to play. Yeah, he'd love that. Okay, Paimon wants to come too. Yeah, he would definitely love that. Mikey would love a bit of a playtime as well. Okay, so find a way into the Sacred Mountain, but there's two. You can. I think there's two here. Go this way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to do this world quest as well. I'm so excited to... they're both optional. They're both optional. So that's fine. That's fine. They're both optional quests. So if they're both optional, I'm going to go to this one because it's the prettiest one of the two. In terms of the map location, like this just looks like a cool, like almost like an entranceway to something. This could be an entranceway too, obviously, but like, I don't know, this just looks cooler on the map. So we'll go to the one that looks cooler on the map. Man, the music's so good here as well. It feels good to be back doing a world quest. We haven't done a world quest, obviously, in a... Okay, keep it. We haven't done a world quest in a while. Not in a while. The last one we did was the last Saurian world quest. And obviously, like, we caught up with Genshin, so we're going to be doing them bit by bit now again as well. So far, I've been very, very lucky as a Genshin... Oh god, here it comes. Here it comes.
I've been very lucky as a... Oh my god, everyone goes in hiding as well. Will you fight me if I go in here? Can I stand in beside you guys? Guys, there's bigger problems. Guys, there's bigger issues. Oh my god, okay, there's bigger issues, guys. Jesus. You see one pretty man trying to hide under the thing and you try and fight him. Jesus. Now I gotta find my own space. Get back in! Don't worry about me. Get back in there. Hilly Shores, help. The music's so freaking cool here as well. Yes, I'm so glad I chose this side. Now it could be a case where it's like not even like
Everyone hold hands.
like it's cool on both sides, 100%.
Let me weave you up.
We'll see.
No, my soul.
Okay, very cool. I forgot we had a C6 sing show. Look at this with the flames above us as well, the music and everything.
Oh yeah, seems like it's over.
We're so grateful for your assistance. Those monsters came out of nowhere. And to deal with them was just... Oh, it takes so much time.
They can be a bit of hassle. Oh, it's Kamosi, okay. You came just in time. I'm Kamosi from the Collective Plenty, and this is Nazea. Okay, just give me one to catch my breath.
If you care so much about time, Kamosi, it might be a good idea to go work on your muscles a little more.
Never gonna happen. I'm just not cut out for the battlefield or getting ripped. I prefer finding shortcuts to deal with my foes. Honestly, like, here's the way I look at it. You know, be sure if you're confident in yourself, you do it your own way. Very cool. We'll report back to the tribe and get to the send backup. That should improve our efficiency, increase safety, and save time. I heard you say so many times my brain is sore. The only time you don't care how long someone takes is when you're telling stories. Then you can keep talking from dusk till dawn. So he's like a big yapper. I've never known a yapper in my life, and I'm definitely not a yapper. I don't yap. Why are you looking at me like that? I can see you. I can see you. You're typing down below. You are a yapper. I can see it. Don't press send. Don't press. Okay, I'm a yapper. That's the whole point, is saving time in the first place so I can spend on things I enjoy. Oh, we must forget. I actually like this guy quite a bit, actually. I almost forget about our guest. Like, saving time so he can, like, waste time on, like, stuff that he just likes. It's not even a waste of time. If you enjoy something, it's not a waste of time. I take it you're Uncle Kamosi? I was just thinking that name sounded familiar. Uncle? As I recall, I only have one nephew. My goodness, Douche. Look at how you've grown. No. You blossomed into a handsome young specimen of a man. Cut the nonsense, Kamosi. If this was your unruly little imp of a nephew, I'd eat a hat. Unruly? He seems so nice. He was just like asking questions and wanted to explore stuff. Come on, I was just having a little fun. In any case, everyone thank you again for coming to our rescue. May I ask what the two of you, no, three of you? Paimon's Paimon, and he's Wander. And this is our little companion, Mikey. Wonderful. Your Tepsor friend looks like a remarkable fellow, just like a human. He even has his own clothes. Yeah, it's a beautiful scarf. If a scarf counts as an article of clothing, it does. On you, I'm not sure it would, but this little guy, that's exactly what it is. They're a bickering city over here. They are a bickering city, and I wonder if like it mirrors the dynamic of those two kids as well in a way. That's where we fall short as Saurians, I'm afraid. Hey, Nazaya, look at his horn. Do you notice it? Are you going to the volcano then? Oh wait, so do you know about this? How did you know we're headed? And this is where smart, time-saving people show their worth. Now let me guess what you're up to. You want to enter volcano as well, right? It's possible and I know the way. I could even tell you. There's always a but in sentences like this. I see you're a smart person too. Not far from here is an area containing remnants of a secret source known as the Tefric Runes. Let me explain. Long ago, back when Nalan was still a peaceful paradise. Actually, it was 500 years ago. Just as the abyssal corrosion of Nalan was at its worst, an entire section of the runes spat up by the volcano. Hey now, do not feel even a little guilty about interrupting other people's stories. I'm just saving time, Kamosi. Her hair is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it like reminds you of Atea's hair as well. This is hardly the moment for storytelling. We're right in the middle of an investigation of the recent thefts of the Tefric Runes. A witness from our tribe claims they saw one of the Kukasaurs that dwell nearby carrying off a statue from the runes. We're here to find out what the situation is. But when we arrived, the whole room was crawling with abyssal monsters. So I'm wondering, could you maybe help us clean them out? If you can deal with the monsters, then Nizaya and I won't have to return to the tribe and we can save time. Sure. So you want us to go to these Tefik ruins with you? Nizaya will follow you there, but we won't take part in any fighting unless you end up in real trouble. Okay, that's fine. That's actually very, like, that's better than most people give us. You know, unless you get into real trouble. But then again, when we're with named characters, usually help us out all the time, so. Of course, you don't have to help, but in that case, my knowledge of how to enter the volcano will have to stay with me. I think it's reasonable. Let's do a trade, you know? If you're under danger, I'll guarantee your safety. But as for the road into the volcano, I won't tell you. And so, not up for debate. I have to be certain that you have the ability to deal with those monsters first. Wait a minute, Kamosi, I'm not sure I understand. Surely if we all work together, we can save even more time? That is indeed true, but in this case, safety comes first, and I'm sure you understand my handsome young specimen man. Thank you, first of all, thank you, truthful. Just a few monsters, no big deal. It's only a few monsters, stand back and watch. We'll be all like, pew pew, and then we got in no time. Like, Shoe, Strawberry Rush. You're certainly full of confidence. We'll stand back and see how you do. You strike me as powerful warriors, but don't push yourselves too hard. Kamosi likes to yammer on, but one thing is worth listening to just now. Safety does come first. It's more important than saving time. In fact, it's way more important than anything else. Don't worry about us. We've got this. Wow. The Tefik ruins is kind of hard to imagine runes erupting from. Wait a minute, doesn't that mean there could be still more runes inside? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, interesting characters being right away. Like, they always have like they get better and better every single time with making characters that are like really, you know, good at like having very natural conversations, and it does feel like they've known each other for a long time, and their bickering is very like, oh wow, oh wow. It seems very natural. Look at this. This place is so cool. This place is legit so freaking cool.
Temple of Wisdom.
Temple of Wisdom.
I see everything.
I see everything.
Scanning.
We gotta get you into the frame.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Vaporize you a little bit. It's one of my favorite things about like World Quest in general is like the constant like, how do I say it? The constant like fantastic locations that are just absolutely gorgeous that like, it honestly makes me feel so lucky every time we actually like, every time we get to see them, like, look at this. It's so freaking cool. Like, they lead you into so many, and yeah, you can find a lot of these places just by exploring, but there's some places in World Quest like you will not find just by naturally exploring, right? So you always have to like think about that too. So find a way to get in here. So maybe we have to like, there's like we can crash through it as one of these Saurians. Oh god. Oh. Maybe here. So, oh my god. The pure headbutt of that. Hello, Hilly Charles. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this leads to, honestly.
outlines your face.
Sight clear.
I'm probably gonna record as well. I'm probably gonna be recording this over 2 days. And I think that's one of the benefits now that we are caught up is that like, you know, we can record things. Oh god, here? Maybe? It seems so. Oh god, are you serious? No, no. There's no way I just messed that up. There is, and I just did. We're not leaving it. Come on, let's just go get it really quickly. We're not leaving it. Yeah, like it's one of the benefits I find now that we're caught up with Genshin is that like obviously like I can record things over 2 days or 1 day or whatever. Obviously with like some stuff like doing it in like one session just makes sense. Like, you know, like if you're doing like certain quests or things like this, you know. But I do like that, you know, there's a bit more breathing room for World Quests. It's one of those things where like I have people tell me like, you know, all the time that they miss kind of the 4 Genshin videos a week. But they're glad to have Honka. Oh, look at this place. It's so freaking cool. And I'm kind of in the same boat where I'm like, I do miss having the 4 Genshin videos a week. But I also like, so we can open it. This is the door from the outside, right? But I'm also very grateful to have Honkai as well, right? It's like such an interesting way of looking at it. And now like we can do other stuff that we never really did before in Genshin. But I kind of want to go back and do a bunch of World Quests I didn't do as well. and react to a bunch of events. Oh my god, these places are so stunning. Is this part of the dragon civilization as well? Yeah, well, the statues. So freaking cool. All these chests like stacked up.
Let the show begin.
Oh, we got him. Okay. Yeah, like this is so weird, right? Having all these chests stacked up in the one place. Wait. Oh. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, that's like a bit like, that's a bit too nice.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
I was like, that's very, very kind. This game giving us like something nice like this.
Make yourselves a move.
Feast your eyes.
We gotta get rid of this freaking piece that he has on here as well.
Sight clear.
I love Kabe's move is so fun to pull off. It really is.
Stop fighting.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Heal it up a bit. I love having Barbara on any team as well. Barbara, my gal.
Come at me.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Great stuff, Barbara. That was all you, apparently. We'll say it was all you anyway. And if anyone disagrees, they can face me.
Come at me.
I'll protect
I'm wondering if like this would be
Breaking new ground.
a good team for this, just because. Well, no, we can continue trying. Because look, it's gonna keep. Yeah, we want. This we can do damage over time,
Rain outlines
but maybe we
your
want to use a parry that can like do like constant damage. Just literally because like we're gonna have to like bring down this barrier all the time. But actually, Barbara does a good job of it, actually. Yeah. Maybe it's just the constant attacks that she does. Like Barbara's actually tearing apart the shield. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Go, Barbara.
Scanning.
Yeah, Barbara MVP. A Rift Hound? Oh no. Whenever we see Rift Hounds,
Everyone hold hands.
bad omen. Bad
Let me
omen.
lead you a verse.
Rift Hounds don't just show up when there's like a, you know, a luncheon or a function, you know?
Sight clear.
It usually means that there's something way sinister going on, right? And you can see the kind of like the abyssal like purple around here as well, right? There's something going on here as well.
Watch and learn.
Was that? Oh my god, this is it's out of all the chests? I didn't expect this at all. I really didn't expect this at all.
I see everything. No, my sword.
I legitimately did not expect this. But we can barber it up a bit here as well.
Come at me.
Pretty freaking crazy. Pretty crazy, right? Not that it's like out of nowhere, right? Like it's like they kind of set this up like with all the chests there. One chest has like a bunch of enemies in it, and like a bunch of the other chests are gonna have enemies too.
Rain cutter.
Gotta get rid. Yeah, no, this is gonna be fine. This team is more than fine. Yeah, this team is more than fine.
Come at me. Breaking new ground. Scanning.
More than fine. That was crazy. That was such a like. I don't think have they ever done that before. Have I just not seen it? The idea of well, first of all, we get some nice chests first, but the idea of this gauntlet coming out of a bunch of chests. I don't think I've ever seen that before in my life. But there was like a bunch of abyssal power here, right? It was everywhere. The signs that once was something placed here, but it's now empty as can be. Interesting. Collect a bunch of this stuff as well. Only one can wonder what goes through these tribes' mind when they place these broken pieces of source mechanisms here. That's the thing, and I feel like that's such an interesting way to put it. It's like, that's a lot of like trying to ascertain history. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. What the hell? You kind of think it might be spring to life and instantly look away. There's like a lot of like, yeah, mechanisms being like almost like put on pedestals here. But like that's history, right? That's always history. It's the idea of like, why did they put this here? And you can only like make, like unless you have like good evidence. Talk to the tradespeople? Oh, outside, okay. Unless you have like good evidence, you're not going to be making much more than guesses in a lot of ways. But it's like, again, even finds like that are so amazing when it comes to historic discoveries. Look how beautiful this place looks with the night light coming in as well. So gorgeous. Hey guys, so there was a gauntlet and stuff. What? A gauntlet? Yeah, it was like a gauntlet. Are you sure? I think it's alright. All the monsters have been cleared out. Wow, Mikey and Barbara destroyed them. I'm more concerned with whether you're wounded or not. Wounds from abyssal monsters can have severe consequences if not treated properly. Just a teensy bit upset if you didn't help out. You didn't help out. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just not with a scratch. It's fine. We made it. We're making a deal. That's good to hear. To clean all the abyssal monsters in Tavern Ruin so quickly, it looks like you're even stronger than I thought, Wonder. But you did take a bit of time. Maybe your team isn't... No, my team's good. Okay. Even stronger than rumors say. You've heard of us? We've heard of them? You spend too much time focused on your muscles. If you take a break every now and then to chat with the couriers from the signs of the canopy, you might have a better idea of who we're talking to. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Seeing as you've shown that you're more than capable of dealing with the abyss, it's time for me to tell you how to enter the volcano. Hold up, what does dealing with the abyss have to do with entering the volcano? The abyss must have a presence inside, 100%. If they're this close as well, with Rift Towns this close, it was an excuse for me to do his work for him. I'm sure you realize when I offered you this deal, my handsome young specimen man, thank you. That said, there are indeed a large number of these pitch-black monsters inside the volcano. Not everyone on the exploration team made it back. I still remember a monster disguising itself as one of my companions in distress. But isn't Goisoyathoth already? Yeah, we defeated him, right? The abyss is like a disease ruining the ley lines. It comes as suddenly as a landslide, but reaches slowly like unraveling silk. Its unseen corners, seeds of sickness continue to fester. It's like the way... If you, I'm gonna use like the Yakuza games, right? If you defeat the leader of a Yakuza, like if you defeat all the leaders of a Yakuza family, right? And all the Yakuza members that were all against you, all disperse and to go to separate places. Chances are, it's autoplaying. Chances are, a lot of them are gonna go off and create their own Yakuza families, or all are gonna join other families, or are gonna come back to bite you in the end. It's one of those things that, like, with the Abyss, it seems that, like, you can't just clear out the Abyss with one fell strike. You can't just do that. It's going to fester. It's going to be stuck in crevices and stuff like this and around the place. It's like you can get rid of the source of a smell, but it's going to linger for a bit as well, I suppose. The rumors are their space inside the volcano is unique. Perhaps even the shadowy hands of the Lord of the Night cannot reach inside? Either way, Wander, it's an incredibly dangerous place. Are you sure you want to go there, knowing that? We've already made our minds up, so... Alright, the way isn't simple, but by no means easy. To cut to the chase, you'll need to jump through the crater. Through the crater, all Paiba adorable. Do you see those floating rocks around the crater? Phlogiston gaseous state calls them to float there during eruptions. The Emerald is what's known as the Skyfire Circlet. I'm not sure who came up with that name, but it could do a bit of work. If you climb to the highest point of the Skyfire Circlet, you should be facing the volcano's crater directly. The crater is filled with unstable gaseous phlogiston, which forms something of a wall. But I'm sure I'll be able to find a way to jump down through. Okay. Really? Didn't you tell me that very few people outside the Flower Feather clan have ever made it through? I'm just explaining the way. As to the means of our intrepid travelers take to get there, well, that's not got to do with me. Yeah, we made the deal. In fairness, we made the deal just to get information. Paimon with the folded arms. Oh. Sinerka, wait, the volcano's erupting. Oh my god, we're getting another scene of this as well. All the animals running. Oh man, look how freaking wild it is. Wait. Are they giving us a passageway to get up here? Is the volcano inviting us there? The volcano erupted again. Seriously, every time that happens, Paimon's heart jumps out of her chest. It's really great what they did there with the volcano. I've talked about it before, but the idea that they added in the Varesa missions as well, the way they've added the volcano to this is nothing short of incredible. How it's very dynamic, how it adds so much to the actual game as well. Like, it's so incredible what they've done here. It really, really is. I'm so impressed constantly. For those of us in the Collective of Plenty, we hardly even notice anymore. Still, you've always got to be on the lookout for things falling from the sky. Okay, so we need to find a way up to the Skyfire Circlet, right? Precisely. Anyway, we filled around to the bargain. I think it's about time we got going. You're not going to go with them? Look at that shot as well. Look at that. The volcano isn't somewhere that someone like me has any business going near. Not to mention abyssal monsters churning up in the ruins, something we'll need to report to its tribe. I genuinely feel, I'm not even being bad, I'm not even being mean to Komosi. I think it's one of those situations where someone's being very smart and being like, look, I would be no help to you whatsoever, and I agree in this sense, right? What, like we did in the last Saurian quest line, and the quest line before that, like where we're going, like, you'll need to be very powerful to like come with us. Don't worry about it. Now that we know how to get in, we'll take it from here. I wish you a smooth journey. After all, a smooth journey means getting in and getting out quicker and being quick. Saves time. That's right. One last thing. Safety comes first. Understood. I do like the dynamic there. Like, it's very realistic dynamic there they had as well. We want to use the spirit ways? Yes, the spirit ways, for sure. That's what I was just thinking. But yeah, really freaking cool how natural the dynamic felt between those two characters. Love the cutscene as well. Like, loved it in a way where it's like, yeah, it's horrifying to look at, but they've done such a good job of implementing the volcano into this game that has felt like, that has been built up almost since we got here, right? Oh, it's so fun. Look at this. And this music as well. It's been built up since we got here. Like, we saw the volcano when we came here. Oh, we're going through like ash and smoke. Oh my god. This music's stunning. Oh my god, this music is stunning. Pine wonders what it's like inside. Full of phlogiston. Look at this. Holy hell. Paimon didn't mean it in a bad way. She talked about Mike eating a lot. You can both eat whatever you want. Guys, this is impressive. Look at the clouds! Holy freaking hell, guys! Oh my freaking god. Look at what we're witnessing. This is so impressive on so many levels. Path to the Flaming Peaks has started. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Oh, Chosen of Dragons. Ascend to the circle's highest pinnacle, then hurl yourself into the sacred mountain flames. Go forth to reveal it, break it, the golden seal, and veil the rains remnant flames unnumbered. What's wrong? Did you see a bunch of strange words again? The words feel clearer now. It feels like we're getting closer, so they were so clear in our ear? You mean it's because we're getting closer to the volcano? Wow. It's almost as if the person we've been talking to this whole time is in that mountain. Anyway, since those things are showing up and we're getting closer to the volcano, that's gotta mean we're on the right track. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh my god. Holy freaking hell. So freaking cool. Maybe we do have to be... Maybe not. Maybe we do... Because how do we get over here? Maybe we do have to be a Saurian again. Well, we can check over here. There's whole areas over here. This is a whole new location. You know what I mean? This is a whole new location. Gameplay tutorial? Oh, wait. A plunging attack where? There? On that? This? No? Where was that again? What was it saying with a plunging attack? Here it is. So use a plunging attack. Oh, it's a geothermal vent. I thought it was like this thing here. Why are they giving me the tutorial of that here? Is there a vent nearby? Because they did it around here. This place is stunning. It's so pretty. Oh, they're giving us Kukasaurs here as well. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, we're running out. We're running out here. Let's go. Honestly, it might make sense to have some Natlan characters on our team here as well, right? It might make perfect sense to put some maybe even have Kanichi here as well. Look at this. It's so intense. You can almost feel the heat off this place too. I don't want to fight with you guys. I don't want to fight with you guys. You be you. You be you. We love you. There's like a vent as well, so we could probably fly through there as well. So pretty. Let's stay as a Kukusar for now, right? Let's see. Look, even the lighting here as well. What they're doing with this. It's so pretty. Oh no. Oh no no no. I'm getting up higher. Can take me higher. That was so good. It probably is gonna get copyright struck. Very nice. Thank you so much, game. To a place where I don't know what the rest of the lyrics are. I'm just. Oh, you see the Kukusars flying around too. It's so interesting to see Saurians up here also. Really interesting. These locations are so pretty. They're so pretty. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Stunner. Stunner of a game. I was thinking we could just like use this as well. Yeah, it's nice to be like, because even if you don't have the character, which you do have the characters that we could like, you know, jump around the place. I know we don't have Chaska, but I feel like still we could like we have enough characters that we could have flown around there. But it's nice that they still give us like the Saurians too. Honestly. Oh, did it unlock the waypoint automatically? Interesting. We finally made it. Paimon didn't think it'd be so high up, but at least it's not as cold as Paimon thought it would be. That's probably just good design because they probably don't want us forgetting about it, to be honest. Ow, ow, ow. Says the meaty guy with thick skin. That's gotta be Volcano's mouth, right? What a view. When we asked for directions earlier, weren't we told that there was a ton of gaseous phlogiston in the volcano? I can't look at the light shining through the clouds. It's so pretty. Looks like we need to find a way down. Speaking of which, what's that? It looks like some kind of strange statue. What is that? Could it be a statue, the one that Kamosi and the Kukusar stole? Ah. It looks really different. Oh, just like, you know why they gave us a... What? 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 Wait, what? Look at that. They stole it and went right into the volcano again? Not again going to the volcano, but they stole it again? What was that? A Kukusar? So the Kukusar really do bring these old stolen statues, but they had like a blinding light in their eyes. Wait, did he just grab the statue and jump straight into the crater? Oh, wait, that's right. We can't find a way to pass through the gaseous phlogiston just like the Kukusar did. It's kind of high up, aren't we? Don't worry, Paimon, I'll carry you. Wow. You're all set to take the pledge too? Alright, that's the case. Paimon's not scared anymore either. And that can happen once your friends are not too scared. You know, you can move forward. It's not just that we're high up. Don't forget that the gaseous phlogiston. Anyway, let's make sure we're all set before we go. Let's make sure we're all set. I cannot believe we're just literally jumping down into a freaking volcano. Oh my god. We have to be a Kukusar? Look at that. Oh my god. Let's dive down below when we get right above it. Right? When we get right above it, let's... here we go. Wait, can we not dive? There it is. Okay, sorry. Holy freaking hell. Holy freaking oh my god. Wait, Mikey got scared all of a sudden? That's so adorable. This is incredible. Where are we? Oh my god, it's so dark. Where are we? Oh, chosen of the dragons. Traverse the eternal city and venture into the heart of the sacred mountain. Banish the great enemy cloaked in shadow. Ignite the frigid embers. How is everyone still okay? So do we have to banish an enemy? How's everyone still okay? Wow. Oh, Mikey getting scared on the way down. Is your head okay after all? You did fall from pretty high up. You're not hurt, are you? Wow, if he pats the belly, that means he's tough as nails. You seem fine. What about you, Wander? Are you okay? Where I certainly look like I'm in one piece. I was so scared something leaked out. See any bits of my soul floating around? Very funny. If you could joke like that, you must be feeling absolutely peachy. So dark. Who would have thought there'd be such a huge space underneath a volcano? It's super dark here, though. Time for you to shine, Paimon. Give us some light. Oh, no problem. Let Paimon just go ahead as if Paimon has no glow-in-the-dark pixie. There's nothing to work here with. Fire's the only way we're getting any light. I just thought that you're so bright and you brighten up my day that you could brighten up this place, Paimon, honestly. Let's just explore the bit first, okay? Man, this is so exciting. This is so exhilarating, so exciting. I feel like so... Oh my god, look how dark this is. It's terrifyingly dark, right? Activate. Whoa. Follow the path as it lights up, sure. The music here as well. Oh my god, look at this. Oh. This is so incredible. And it gets dark. I've never seen them utilize darkness in this way. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive indeed. And there's one of those machines. Remember, they put them on the pedestals as well.
Sight clear. Come at me.
Okay.
Everyone
Music,
focus.
stunning. Music, 10 out of 10. Oh my freaking god, what are they doing?
Watch and learn.
Do you guys hear these tracks? I know it's only one. Oh my freaking god, these tracks.
Sight clear.
I see everything.
I'm like overwhelmed at this stage with all the stuff we're getting from this.
Rain outlines your face.
Scanning. Breaking new ground.
I'm definitely not as good with this team as I could be.
Come at me.
Everyone focus.
It's okay, Nahida. I never hear Nahida say that.
Scanning.
There we go. Yeah, I need to get better with this team for sure, and like with the timing of everything. For sure. Oh my god. Cause like the team is good. It's just that, and I can be good with the team. It's just I feel like I'm a bit rusty executing all the stuff and stuff like this. I cannot. The way they're utilizing darkness here, it's so pretty. Wait, talk to the string. Talk? What do they mean, talk to the strange mechanism? Oh, it's that little guy. Yeah. Yep, look at this. The contrast with the light of this little guy as well. Like, what's up? Found something? Wow. Oh my god, the design is like a little robot dinosaur almost, isn't it? It's like a little dinosaur. This is a statue the Kukusaur had, so it dropped down here as well. Has a ball on its head. You know, it kind of looks like you, Mikey, with big ears and rolled into a ball. Interesting, like a robot Teplazar. Wow. Really, you don't think so? Paimon sure does. This brother-sister energy. Whoa, it's moving. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute, but it's such an interesting design too. Look at the chest as well with those like symbols on it. Self-diagnostic in progress, moderate, dust accumulation in joints, storage medium activated, speech remote extraction, override permitted, clicking, personality module correction. What? Look at the... I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this some kind of mechanism, not a statue? Well, it does look like those source mechanisms and a strange life floating around it. It feels like we've seen that somewhere before. Somewhere. Why does it stop moving? It reminds me. It's the energy we see of those planes we can enter in with our Saurian buddy Mikey. Wah! What? Scared Paimon. Oh, so it has its own voice as well? Huh. It seems my module works. Well then, honored guests, I've waited for you for long. Sorry, is something the matter? Did you have to suddenly make that loud noise? You scared Paimon to death. Again, because I don't play Genshin as much, I miss Paimon a lot when I'm not, like, playing Genshin. She's adorable. Did I? That is, well, a dynamic entrance is the only way to leave a lasting impression. Otherwise, I'd worry that you might feel I was neglecting you. This is like a freaking movie. This is like a movie where, like, the characters find, like, this, like, alien in the woods. Or they find, like, again, in this case, we say, where they find, like, a talking mechanism. Who are you again? Who am I, you say? Well, this body's name is a cattle? And you may call it, but such things as names hold little meaning here. Individual designation modification requests via records 150 years ago after the war. Designation changed from one listed of fallen, a cattle. Yes, indeed, since this body is named a cattle. Look at what we're looking at here. That said, we're not yet in a hurry. Let the cattle clear the way, at least some smidgen of the darkness that lies before you. I know you must have doubts, but please, follow me for now. Oh my god, raising his house. What is this place? I love Genshin World Quest so much. I love them so freaking much. Like, even look at this, like, blue, like, film over everything as well. Like, it's almost like a force field of some kind. Look, it's, like, changing and shifting as well. And now we're meeting, like, this little Saurian robot who says he has his own name. This music's gorgeous as well. I should explain that this place was not always so dark, even though it is undoubtedly inside of a volcano. However, after the war, the entire city was destroyed. After that, such a huge mechanical construct could hardly continue to function. War? Yes, the war between the remaining Dragonborn and the humans. Oh my god. The war in which the original Master of the Flame was killed. So this is what they're talking about with, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the resurrection of, the Pyrarchon, right? The Master of this place is long dead, and naught else but the city ekes out survival. Though, who can really say? Perhaps the city too has already ceased to live. Or perhaps so many things that once existed were nothing more than illusions. Wow. We stand to benefit, little one. You get what you came for, and I hope to borrow your power to solve a few problems of my own. And so, you must reach the heart of the sacred mountain, but alas, the mountain's power was cut off during the war. Oh, really? Okay. And for that, the seal's power is weak. Threads that could only entrap a whelp. The oath dictates that only a human may activate them. An interesting twist. The poor child who used this method to infiltrate the sacred mountain was, in the end, brought to ruin by someone else, using nigh identical means. As such, as it has ever been, just as the followers of a tyrant are driven out by heroes, and after many years of wandering, the descendants end tyranny in some other realm. So we know that there was lots of talks of tyranny in the last quest as well. So I wonder if this is following over for that as well. The world and its affairs are akin to a stage play. Cause and effect, revenge and revolt. All scenes repeat themselves one after the other across the ragged eons. So he's saying that maybe is saying like literally things repeat themselves, or just like the same thing will happen again in, because like that's a lot of people believe that when it comes to history as well. It's like you can see parallels to a lot of situations. And like, I think that's true in a lot of cases, you know, when, especially like rebellions and things like this, you can see parallels like, over time. But I'm getting off topic. Well then, activate it. Let this moribund capital writhe a little while longer. But none but you is worthy of the deed now. So it's only a human that can activate this? But there could be consequences? What in the world? Look how dark it is in here there as well. Looks so natural too. Oh my freaking god. What? What? Inside the with this music, the music is giving me chills, accompanied with that freaking view. Stop! What? I was not expecting that at all. Inside of a volcano, inside this location, I was not expecting that at all. Oh my god, I love World Quest so much. Genshin. Have I officially given you its name, by the way? I believe I have not. Look at this. Welcome to the first sacred city, Tolan, the land of the primal flame. Look at the dragon going around the place, just like we've seen one of those before in when we were doing the Veresa quest. Is that a crack in the sky? Is this all just like a vision? I was not expecting a volcano to look like this on the inside at all, Paimon, at all. Is there a reason we are? Did we get going to a different spot when we went through the volcano's mouth? Wow. Oh, this is undoubtedly the sacred mountain's interior, but even I know not how long it has been since I have saw such a sight. Only when the light shone upon you once more did I see that you had molded so. What are you saying? Did I see that you had molded so? Oh, this music's so stunning. Wow. My apologies. My mere brief indulgence in unnecessary sentimentality. Energy reserve low, hibernation imminent. Please replace or connect energy storage medium. Oh, really? It seems like dear Akado's long exile has left it with little time. What do you mean Akado's gonna die? The one you name Akato has long ceased to be amongst the living. To be brief, Tolan requires a great amount of energy to be restarted, and no waste can be permitted. You must destroy the seal on one of the other two astral assemblages, and the other. Only then can you truly activate the celestial axis in the center. You alright over there? I'm fine. We will meet again. I hope we do. This music, what are they doing, guys? Onward. It's like so like it hits my soul. Onward, then Chosen of the Dragons. Oh, Chosen of the Dragons, alas, the pain of the body and losing its vitality. I am not used to it, even after all these years. Wow. And they shut down. What an interesting interaction. The light around Akato's gone, it's not moving either. But I'm still kind of confused what really Akato was talking, or so was someone else speaking through it? I'm sure we'll find out. I wonder if it's like the spirit attached to it? True. Still, about the astral assemblages he mentioned just now, does he mean something like that big fireball from earlier? And what's this celestial axis thing? We don't have any idea what it is. I could sit listening to this track forever. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Genshin? Let's take a look around and see if we can find those strange things he mentioned. Ah! So, Chronicler of the Crumbling City, so it's a lot of lift different tiny messages as well. Wait, pick up? Sure. Absolutely freaking stunning what we're looking at here. It's just yeah, look at this. There's like cracks in the sky. It's like a Truman Show thing. By the way, land it says the primal flame, so the first primal flame.
That's made your day.
So it could be going to where it all started as well. This music's so pretty as well. I've been gushing about the music for like 10 hours now. 10 hours has been like 40 minutes. What? I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Yep.
No. as the dragon stone thing is passing by. I can't. I cannot get over what we're seeing here, what we're witnessing, what I'm feeling. To describe what I'm feeling, I'm getting chills. I'm like in a stunned state. It feels like I'm in like an epic movie. I've described it a million times, and people do agree with me a lot of times. Genshin feels like that movie you watched as a child, that you didn't understand the full themes of it as you were younger. But it sticks with you forever, and then when you're older, you watch it again, and you're like, yeah. And even someone said that recently in the comments as well, like what I've been saying for a while as well. It does feel that way. And there's so much soul and so much heart that, like, I'm so happy that I got to witness stuff like this. Like, look, even these, like, there's so many places to explore here. I feel quite lucky to be in such a beautiful location, to witness such a beautiful place. And you know what's so weird? What's so cool about the design here as well, look at that in the center there as well. There is this thing where it's like, right, where it's like, everything here feels, you know, I always say how I love forbidden areas, how if area feels forbidden, I'm in love, right? This doesn't feel as forbidden until you look up at the cracks up there in the sky. Where are they now? Oh, this music. You know what I mean? When you look at that, it like, there's this place feels like I shouldn't be here. You know what? This place is gorgeous. The music keeps stopping me in my freaking tracks. Whereabouts are we exploring to? Over here. Wait, there's another one. Well, can I stop and listen to music for the next 10 hours? Is that possible? Is that a possibility? Scanning this location. The path to the celestial axis has been sealed. Core astral semblance has been activated. So it's a different one. The remaining astral assemblages must be restabilized to gain power. We need to open the seal. A cattle? Scanning this location. The path to the celestial axis has been sealed. Core astral assemblages have been activated. Remaining astral assemblages must be restabilized to gain power needed to reopen the seal. Wow. Well, this isn't a cattle, even if they look the same. Still, the celestial axis has got to be the one the cattle said needed activating, right? Looks like we'll have to look around for the other two assemblages then. Let's do it. I'm so for this. So, there's one over... Oh my god, we have some enemies already. So there's one over here. And is there like a second? Well, I guess let's do it one by one, which is fine. Hello. Are you ready to fight?
I see everything.
Oh god.
Sharing my knowledge.
Sight clear.
Just to heal ourselves up a bit as well.
Come at me.
And we need the battle theme as well.
Know my sword.
Watch and learn.
Rain outlines your fate.
Scanning.
So before we get the burgeon on it.
Witness the power of good.
We can get it this way.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Come at me.
Oh, we didn't have any activated at that point. Now we do.
Feast your eyes. Come at me.
Yep. Even the music feels like that movie you watched as a kid that stuck with you forever. That you watched when you were older and it like still sticks with you, right? It really feels that way. Honestly, we probably should switch to a Kenichi, but honestly, we have these as well, so it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? We're heading over here. I forgot you can just do this, by the way. Hello, fellow saurians, like the joke in the last one. Lovely sounds from those saurians as well, right? But also, it's nice sometimes to just use the saurians, right? It is. It definitely is. Oh, there's another one over here as well. So I decided to switch to a team that had Kniech on it, and honestly, having Shao out here as well gives us a lot of emotional support as we're going through this too. Are you friend or foe? Everything okay? Oh, you want us to go up? Is that it? You keep saying go up. Fair enough, we'll go up. We'll try and avoid as much battles as we can as well, right? You know what I mean? Let them sleep. Let us just go on a Vista location, look around this place, and have some nice times. This place is so gorgeous. It's actually, like, insane how pretty this is. Oh my god, even here as well. So pretty. So pretty.
10 points for agility.
10 points for agility is right. No, it's so gorgeous. Like, even like how different this place is to the other areas as well. It's definitely that fireball we're looking for sure. Whoa, what the hell? Is that a spearway? Do they want us to go up the spearway? It seems like they're leading us towards there, right? Thank you, sirs. Yeah, for sure. They said follow this place up. And then we activate this. Is this what we have to do? Convolution operation corrupted, insufficient energy to support data. So we have to like make some more energy medium near activation site marked. So wait. The fireball's hungry, okay. So you have to get up there somehow as well? Is there another spearway around here? Is it like, probably not. We should get up there. Oh, no, there is. You can see it over there. So fun. So freaking fun. Yeah, right here. Oh. Why is it only going that much up? Or maybe it goes the other way? Oh my god. She does have her bow on her, okay.
I got him cornered.
Does that count as a death? Will you die down there? Apparently not, for some reason. Is that a spearway? Like, it looks very strange. Look, if you're going to be down there, I can't fight you down there. Come up. Please come up. Please.
No, you come down here.
No, you come up.
You come down here.
No, literally, like, this is unfair for me.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, but how about I go over here and shoot you from here? Okay?
How about I go over there? And then you can't shoot me.
That's, you're ruining my day. You think you ruined my day? Oh, look, see, I'm over here. What do you think? Yeah, okay, Oz, get him, please. That was such a dad, please, get him. Oh, so now then they activate the spearway. Okay, yeah.
Within this desolate plain.
So is in the lore, do those little creatures like have the ability to create spiritways? I wonder how that works then. Look at this guy there as well. I legitimately wonder how that works. Submerge yourself in the pool of flowing flames and proceed. Okay, how do we do this? Like this? That's just like that? You immerse yourself in the liquid phlogiston, images flash your mind like warm memories. It's a great memory. It's a memory from long ago. A great sovereign who once illuminated the world with his long horns. Changes the landscape with this mountain, but with a flap of his wings. Light and heat serves as messengers and heralds, conveying orders to flames in many foreign flow. Then the great king establishes here a repository for all memories and wisdom. Thus is the sacred city of Toulon created. Thus did it don its original form. Thus is the memory preserved in the lake of blazing fire. The great king. Have we heard that term before and I'm just like blanking completely? Because like obviously like I think of the Tyrant King, Okan, right? But the Great King, right? And the Sovereign, which obviously we know about that stuff as well. I wonder. I'm trying to think. Did we? Maybe not. Again, so much stuff will come to me at some points and then not come to me at other times. I'll try and refresh my memory on some stuff too. So is that enough, or do we have to go over here as well? So you have to go up this way as well. Okay. And this whole location is absolutely fantastic. I almost feel bad putting a princess like Fischl, through all this, you know? Look at that. Is that one of the enemies we're going to have to... Oh, no, I don't think so. We can just... Oh, God. We can just get over here like this. I'm trying to avoid, like, fighting a lot of these like, terrifying creatures. I know we can do it. Especially with Xiao, like, one of our most powerful characters. But obviously, like, there's some fear involved in it, too. Wait, maybe we do need to fight these guys. Because they're not around here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it might be where we have to fight these guys. Yeah, I can see them. Yep, we do. We do. That's fine. That's fine. I'll avoid it if I can.
I'm going in.
Was that just death? You come over here. No, come over here. Come over here. I'm not doing this. We're not doing a little battle in the lava here. Come on. Come on. Over here right now.
Yeah. To complete that game.
Now I'm dead. Four kid each. So that's... Oh, do we only need one? Or do we need to defeat the other one over there? Because there's another one over here, right? Because it's activated, but it might not be full. I mean, it takes us up here. Which then takes us over here. Activate channel waypoint. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. So we will have to defeat some enemies to again, I'm not trying to like avoid fights just because like I don't want to fight anything. Maybe a little bit. Those guys are really, really tough to fight. Because we're gonna have to fight at some point, right? I'm not silly, right? It's just like if we can avoid a fight, I'm like, okay, let's try to avoid this fight, you know? If we can.
Reveal that. Adventure time.
It's nice having Kenichi here as well with us. Usually we'd have Jean here also as well. We can bring Kenichi out as soon as we like heal him up as well, you know? So fun. Look at that. So freaking fun.
By royal decree.
Disappear.
Now,
Worthless.
let's go over it anyway. And let's switch around. Yeah, no, Xiao's still so good. Still so good. And I think it was one of the earlier characters that I built when I was like still like, I thought building characters would be much easier. So like, it's probably why like a lot of the earlier characters are still built very, very well. You know what I mean? It's probably why like a lot of the earlier characters are still very like powerful. So we have no more memories being flashed to our mind here. Many dragons once immersed themselves in the Lake of the Flames, and thus did the information of wisdom carried when the liquid phlogiston flowed into the mind. So if you dunk yourself in these flames and immerse yourself in these flames, you will get that information. But that was ages past. Now none come to this place to seek wisdom. Instead, these crystallizations of the sagacity came to be used as proofs of strength. To think that such objects that might push entire species to the next generation will be used as naught but weapons. So Wait. So phlogiston is now being used for strength? Is that what we're saying? Is that what it's saying? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, phlogiston's no longer used to, like, advance people's minds, and if that's what they're saying here, it's used to, it's used for weapons and power and things like this, right? Which we do know it is used for that. When the Flame Lord and many of the dragons feigned death on account of a pitch black shadow that plagued him. So that was the, what, there was the idea of a feigned fake death in the last quest as well, right? With Quetzalcoatl, right? That plagued him, and when the human populace outside the volcano raised their banners of resistance, perhaps only violence could have suppressed the unease that people felt in their hearts. So people needed, like, to defeat the Flame Lord. Is that what they're saying here? That the idea of, like, this feigned death that he did was a way to appease the people outside in their hearts? Because that can happen with, again, I go back to a quote that I love from Life on Mars, where, like, a lot of people just want the boogeyman to get, like, a boogeyman to get, you know, to be defeated, right? And maybe that's what they're saying here. It's like, they feel safer, right? After that moment. Interesting, okay. And you mean retrieve? Just another one? Oh, charge the astral assemblies. Where are we going now? So one more power source. That's fine. These have been mighty fun. These have been very, very, very fun. So it's one of those situations where, like, I'm in no way, you know, in a rush to go around here and do all this stuff, because this has been a mountain of fun for me as well. Maybe we should have stayed up, and yeah, we should probably stayed up there. That's my bad. Oh, can we go back up though, right? There's a... It's not like it's... Yeah, we can go back up. Yeah, I wonder, like, again, because we're gonna have to decipher a lot of the stuff here too, and in between videos I might, like, reread stuff as well to try and, like, get an idea of what's happening here as well. It's sometimes very difficult, sometimes, like, there's so much new information. Last time when we were deciphering that last mission we did, I found it very fun. And as I said, when it comes to lore stuff, and I think, you know, some people, like, there's new people into the Honkai playthrough as well, there's new people coming into other playthroughs. I, like, have grown to, like, not be as big of a fan of watching lore videos as I used to be. And it's not because, like, I think that, like, lore videos are bad or anything like that, but just, like, one of the things I've just grown to enjoy so much about Genshin is, like, being wrong sometimes, and a lot of the times being wrong. But also at the same time, even, like, with how wrong I am sometimes, look how close we're getting to this thing over here, that means you get, like, this correction, and it feels like almost like this very nice community effort then to understand everything. Like, the stuff that happens where, like, I describe it all the time as, if this is the way to describe it, where I say stuff, I try to decipher stuff, and then there's a net below me that's called the baby gangsters, you guys. And is somebody get up here? There's no lava. Maybe we have to go up? Maybe we have to break these apart to, like, because there's a lot of these here. Activate? To add, like, maybe to, like, get phlogiston flowing or something? Yes, just like, okay, we did this in previous mission, not this exact thing, but yeah, and I'm so okay with getting stuff wrong. And it's not only just about getting stuff wrong. The way I love it, I'll just describe it in very simple terms for myself as well, because I'm going around in circles here now because I'm focused on two things at once. I like the idea of doing this. I play the quest. I listen to the lore. I try to decipher the lore. I maybe have a conversation with patrons, or I on some social site or something like that. I maybe come back a little bit later and correct myself a little bit. I talk about my thoughts, then you guys correct it in the comments, or you agree with in the comments, you give your theory, and we can create a whole picture. That's what I like doing. In many years since the Pyro Dragon Sovereign and the first human god tumbled into the volcano's depths, So, the first human god. The first human god. Is the first human god Chiblanca then? Because they see it as the first Pyro Archon, maybe. I'm just because I'm thinking because like if you're a nation that's like not like focused on other nations, you're probably going to see that as the first human god, right? And it was a long time ago, in fairness, but there was gods before that, obviously. Yeah. The sacred city is pitch dark, having been sealed whether through the loss of the primal flame or to adapt to the realms now ruled by humanity. The ancient dragons have forsaken both wisdom and form. Other were reduced to ash when the furnace blazing in their breasts burned out. The silver-white shadow steps alone into the turbulent blazing pool that lies within the ever more solitary city. So the dragons, after I think this is after Xbalanque killed the Pyro dragon, killed Quetzalcoatl, right? Am I wrong in here saying this? The sacred city Pitch Dark was sealed, and the ancient dragons decided to start forsaking who they were and forsaking their culture, and their fires burnt out. Maybe I'm getting that right. And then the city became more solitary. He knows he can no longer obtain wisdom from it, but why he asks himself. Perhaps it's the memories too. It is hard to come by experience. So he replies in self-mockery, for their many figures he can now only meet here. Interesting, okay. So, is this the city, the place that they plummeted to? Energy medium retrieve, reestablishing Corruptus signal flow. Possibly. Again, like we're piecing everything together bit by bit. I'll probably like come in with corrections in the next part as well. It happens. It happens quite a bit. Look how pretty this place is. So freaking gorgeous. Yeah, I'm very happy to have Kenichi here with us. It just makes sense for now on. Oh. Oh, they were like, no, you ain't doing this the easy way. Look at this. What's happening here? Wait. Is that abyssal creature? What? The Phlogistan's rising. What is happening here? Okay. Wait, what? This region's abyssal... You have been baptized by authority of flowing flame? What? Activate the Urgen's beam. Okay. Did that do that? We're getting trashed here. So we activate these beams? It seems to be. There's one over here as well. That was a bad jump. We have to get really high now. Oh my god! Wait, what? Wait, because of the phlogiston? Oh, I'm so sorry, Fischl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Fischl. I'm so sorry. What the hell? Yeah, but we were above the flames, weren't we? Maybe they want us to be these guys. And I have no problem doing that. If they want, it just makes sense. Let's not be silly about this then. I thought we could do it with Kenichito. It didn't seem like, but maybe he just got hit by something or something like that. That could be a possibility as well. Activate that as well. Activate that as well. Is there another one we have to activate as well, or are all of them activated? There's more to activate. How are we getting up there? Oh, like this. So freaking cool in midair. This is a really cool quest. Like, and the thing is, like, it's almost like they like They do this all the time in like world quests, right? Where you have like this unbelievably beautiful location. How are we getting up here? How are we getting up there? What are you guys doing here as well? How do we get there from there then? Is there like a bunch of whirlpools being created? Maybe we just destroy these rocks? I mean, why not? We can't destroy these ones, only these ones. Hello. And then, yeah, it created that. Okay, fair enough, yeah. I should realize in Genshin at this point, when in doubt, just freaking fight a creature. You know what I mean? When in doubt, just fight something. You know what I mean? Nice stuff. Abyssal reactions none. Recalculating. If necessary, please restart the abyssal assemblage to restore stability. Let's go. I'm all for it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yep. I feel like I should clap with how awesome this has been. Look at that as well. The beam from so far away also. Beside the flaming pool, the silver white and ash covered shadows converse and such. Phase 2 experimental verification is complete. I named the thing that shall purify all and evolve all. The Hezol Oputiel, or the sweeping skyfire. Not that this matters. Name shall lose meaning in this place very soon. After all, that's what they said before as well, right? That's what Akatal was saying as well. The astral assemblages must be activated and actively attached to serve as countermeasures against the corruption. Before they are completely warped by the abyss, they will self-destruct and eliminate its influence. But how will you accurately identify the targets as have been corrupted, a controllable specimen? Self-experimentation has sanity deserted you, so someone was performing abyssal experiments on themselves? This too is, well, if nothing else, the decrepit body may still serve in this manner. So someone was performing abyssal experiments on themselves. So you should be the least likely to survive once this system is activated then? Has the abyss at last wrought your mind, or you simply wish to be, for all your kin to be martyred upon your funeral pyre? So is it a dragon we're talking about as well? Such little fate you have in your people. All the lords have consented to this, save you. What? They merely follow your plan as though blind, never once considering the true meaning behind the scheme. This action does not have my consent. That matters little. Destruction shall also be rebirth. I've made my mind up as such. Who is talking here? I fear this much as I can spend awake each day. In any case, I shall activate it once all is prepared. Is there no room for a different course? I'm still searching for another way. Are you certain that you're not bathing the world in flame over some personal grudge? A personal grudge? Perhaps I will do anything it takes to keep our shadow foe beyond the circles of this world. Our shadow foe. So one shadow foe, one particular shadow foe. Besides, another way, you will, as you say, you will find what you seek from those humans of yours. You are in too deep already, I see it. So those humans of yours. I'm trying to think. So they're clearly talking about dragons here, right? But he's saying like those humans of yours. So it's either you care for the humans, or it's a situation where you're one with the humans. Which in that case, like you could see like as Okan, right, was one with the humans at one point as well. You can see it that way also. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing. Well, I once tried to make you understand, but as it was with those in our line of who sought wisdom through the pools of flames, knowledge and acceptance are two different things. If you believe that I simply wish for destruction, whereas you have a world you wish to construct, then stop me Slay me, prove yourself to me. Wait. But know this, Kukulkan, though it shall not be though it not prophecy, simply advice from one who's walked the path. A day shall come. Wait. So that's the Sage of the Stolen Flames then. So that does make sense that we're talking, because these people of yours, right? But Kukulkan also, if I'm not mistaken, cared. He thought the dragons had lost all their luster as well. So he's talking to Kukulkan right now, so Kukulkan was looking for a different way to do this? What? When you shall tread the same road as I. Wait. Hold on a second here. What's the screenshot I took here? What even is that? What was the screen? I do not know. Can I see the last few lines here for a second here again? I shall act. Situation. Those humans of yours. So he's talking to Kukulkan and talking about those humans of yours. And at this point, he's talking to a dragon who is basically saying to him, wait, so is this the first dragon? Is this the Pyro Dragon Sovereign talking to him then? Is this Quetzalcoatl? Because then if Quetzalcoatl's talking to him and saying, like, strike me down, I wonder at that point did the Sage, that's when he wanted his son to fight him and to kill him, remember? He wanted him to be the one to do it, but in the end it wasn't Volcano who did it, it was Xbalanque. I wonder, again, like, it's all so interesting looking at all this, and, like, I'm sitting here, like, hand in, like, or, thank you so much, little guys, hand over mouth, like, hand over jaw, I should say, just, like, wondering, like, what's the next step in this? But that seems to be what they're talking about there, maybe? I should definitely, I'm going to be in between two different recordings, I'm going to be reading over everything, so we will be getting maybe a better idea as we go forward. This music's so incredible. It's so incredible. There's some Rift Towns over there as well, by the way. Which actually, this team might not be the best for Rift Towns. But we don't actually have to fight them right now, so like, let's not worry about that right now in a second. We don't have to fight anything we don't wanna.
Okay.
Look at that over there again. Look at that. I'm so, like, I love feeling a little bit confused, right? And this is something that, like, I've thought about for years. I remember someone said it to me years ago, and I've talked about this in my videos all the time too. It's something I've adopted through life, is the idea that, like, if I'm confused right now, right? That means there's going to be a breakthrough of knowledge. It just means we're on the road to knowledge, right? You can take confusion as, like, I don't want to... One second, let's heal up everyone a bit. We can take confusion as, like, annoyance, and, like, it can be annoying to be a bit confused. Of course it can be frustrating. But I also like to take confusion for myself as well and see it as, like, to also see it as a chance to learn about something, right? That's the way I see it. I know how you guys feel about that too, but, like, if I'm sitting here going, like, what's happening? What's happening right now? Is that what it means? It's a chance to be like, hey, let's learn a bit more about this, you know? That's the way I see it anyway.
Is this really necessary?
All is necessary. Oh my god, he did like a little climb. I didn't know he did that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But I'm just, like, so gobsmacked to how this place looks as well. It looks so fantastic. It's such an incredible location. Chosen of Dragons. This place was once sealed. Break the seal outside astral assemblage to unleash the power contained within this place. Sure? We can try and have enough strength. Mikey has enough strength. You think we charge up there? There isn't a path. We're gonna find a path. Oh my god. I love that Mikey's giving us inspiration here as well. Wait. Oh, they want us to destroy these as well. Look at this. That's so crazy. What? Wait, what? Cannon? Okay. I know we're inside this thing? Probably the last thing I expected. But honestly, interesting we did it this way. Yeah, we have to hurry. Let's go. Let's get this chest. That's so freaking fun. And then we break through this way as well. Honestly, so I loved what they're doing here with this. I really do. I can move this around as well. Just pushing it around with the, I'm so glad. Okay, I probably could have climbed up. Right? But still. Oh my god, the little twist we did at the end. Can we not just activate it? We have to make a stone path? Interesting. I didn't think we were gonna have to make a stone path. I thought it was like completely optional, but I guess it's legitimate, you have to. Insufficient phlogiston? What does it mean by like here? I guess so. Oh, it's to make a path all the way up. Okay. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. Yes, so fun. Okay, okay, I totally get it. I totally understand it now. Makes perfect sense. They don't just want you going up willy-nilly, they want you to see this. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Look at this. Wait. Is this like a speedway? Like in Spyro the Dragon? Please tell me it is. Oh my god. It is. Wait. Can we use Vanessa for this? No, let's not mess around. Let's not mess around. Okay, let's just do it. It's like we can use Vanessa for this. Let's go. Oh my god. External interference removed, reestablishing corrupted signal flow. Activate astral assemblage. The scene materializes before your nostalgic memory materializes. Operations stream along countless convolutions, following spectrum paths and shifts across layered platforms. The accumulated phlogiston coalesces under immense pressure into a floating, controllable ball of heat. We've done it! Your brethren cheer all around you. Yet one who's masterminded this feat, in no way inferior to Starforging, stands outside the experimental site, as though wholly unrelated to this momentous deed. Congratulations are in order, creating something equivalent to a celestial body in miniature. An astral assemblage, is it? Truly a grand achievement. So a celestial body? It's like a godly body? Comparable with lunar reconstruction. A lunar reconstruction. That one would surely have tucked their wings in and nodded congratulations to you. Were they still with us? If you're willing to help, it might have been completed long ago. So this is once again talking to the sage? I've no interest in it. But you shouldn't help me. But you should help me, Kukulon. We've driven all plunderers' heralds into the deepest mountain valleys. Yet its master awakens. This is Waxakulon, right? No, I think their name was Waxakulon, right? Let me just see here for a second here. Yeah, Waxakulon. Unless this is like by a different name. I don't know. So yeah, we have driven all plunderers' heralds into the deepest mountain valleys. Yet once his master awakens, it will surely bring another catastrophe upon our people. Oh, how very noble of you, creating this project protect your pitiful brethren. Your pitiful brethren. Now, if he is talking about the dragons, is he talking about the idea of like how the dragons have become pitiful? He sees them as like less than now, maybe. I just don't know if that's the way he sees it. Our pitiable brethren. This is the only beginning, and my days are numbered. I must forge a new path for the Dragonborn before the pitch black shadow smothers us all. So it is like that's what he's talking about. So before the abyss smothers us all, he has to form a new path for the Dragonborn. Or perhaps you could let them find their own way. Forgive my forthrightness, but the path you plan to create is too narrow for our kind. What? So this must be what they're getting at here. The narrow way must be walked when your time runs short, when waiting becomes a luxury. So it's that they don't have time to wait right now at this point. Is that what we're getting at? Enough waiting, I say. A time will come, Kukulon, when your days will go down like the sun behind the hills. And you'll understand then. You shall make the same decision as I have. So you're saying like you'll understand at some point like what's going to happen here. And then you're going to understand fully why I did this, I guess? My king, my elder brother, O Lord, who gave me life on the day yourself you were born. On this alone I cannot concede to you. My king, my elder brother, O Lord, who gave me life. So it is... Is he saying that it is the Dragon Sovereign? Maybe? This is all like, it's a lot to like take in. But this is what I'm kind of like getting at here. I think is like the idea that I know he's talking for sure to Waxakulon, this sage, right? And we know that Quetzalcoatl was the dragon sovereign for Nalan. So I wonder if he's talking about my lord, my elder brother, my king. Could he be talking to Quetzalcoatl then? Did you just see something happen when the fireball was made? You saw it too, Paimon? Yeah, Paimon saw it clearly this time as well. The one surrounding this cake platform had to be the dragons who used to live here, yeah. But who were the two people who were speaking then? Weird. It's Kukulon is Waxakulon, right? Arrgh. Anyway, the seal in the astral assemblage here is broken now, right? Interesting. I'm not fully aware on like what. Whoa. That gave me a freaking heart attack. Hello? Wait. Just like, so this is what they must have all looked like then. The Dragonborn? Yeah, because we already saw the sage like this before, right? This is so incredible. Oh my god. So this is when they activated this must have been them all celebrating, right? As a way to get rid of the abyss and push back the abyss, but the sage didn't agree with this, right? Again, 100% correct me if this is what we need to do here. Beautiful stuff. So freaking pretty. Look at that. I feel like, again, it's just like world quests give us such a stunning thing for us. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at with the story there for so far. Then, if he is talking to Quetzalcoatl, the Dragon Sovereign, the Pyro Dragon Sovereign, right? There could be a chance that he's not. Wait, so I said, was that the quest we were doing here? Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't activated. And it seems like he was using something as a way, maybe using the phlogiston as a way to push back the abyss, but the Waxakulon didn't agree with this. Can we get away all the way from here? We can probably warp
Points
there,
for
actually.
agility.
What am I doing? And it would have been able to complete sooner whatever he was doing with this mechanism to push back the abyss. But and the mechanism that he created was equivalent to the idea of like a celestial being. Like, did he create like some sort of like godlike creature? I don't know, man. This is a lot. This is a whole hell of a lot. I'll definitely, like, again, as I said, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to read over everything. And the next day I'm going to come back. You're going to see like the next part of the video, maybe like 2 hours into the video. I'll have maybe a bit of a better understanding of what I'm, talking about here. I always do that as well. Try to like look over my own videos. Row. It seems you'll finally restored the 2 astral assemblages to normal operation. Soon the phlogiston concentration here should be sufficient to reactivate the communications device. In the meantime, please wait a little longer. You've already done well for a human. Were you back to talking to? Are you a cattle? I'm not a cattle. A cattle existence is dissipated in full. Not long ago, in fact. And though names matter little here, the names left to this body is Almighty Amado, the Hollow Lord. The original bearer of this name was a fool through and through, but he's named the Almighty Lord. You may simply name it Amaru. Amaru? Wow. In life, he was arrogant, uninterested in, unstrained in speech, brainless, and aggravating. But in this war, he has held the threshold of sealed celestial access until his final breath. This is the very spot, and that is why I placed a secret source servant who once waited on him here. It is happy to guard the access in its master's place, or so I imagine. Okay, so he's saying... So he was arrogant in life, but in war he was like... He held the line. He like fought so hard to defend that one point of the line. And it seems that like that's why he seems like he's... so perfect to hold the line here. Like they're using the personalities. Maybe the personalities carry over into these machines in somewhat too, I guess? Interesting. Increase in phlogiston concentration detected. Circuit check complete. Doing it worrying. Lift chat. Celestial access restarted. It appears we're almost done. Please proceed deep within. Wait, deeper within? Whoa. I was like, okay, it's an elevator. How far down are we going? Stopping here? No, it is not. I was like, was it going to stop here? No. Very smoky, very ashy. Look at this. Like the way that they created this place, like the ancient dragon civilizations were incredible. Absolutely incredible, like in both architecture, style, beauty, all this stuff, like even convenience in some ways. Hello? What's wrong? You don't look like you're doing so hot. Wow. Is that the abyss? Oh, you see the abyss up there as well. Look how beautiful this place looks, though. Again, scale on such a good point here. Indeed, abyssal creatures invade the sacred city of Tolan like irredeemable pestilence. At this point, it may be impossible to contain the march completely without bringing the sacred mountain itself down around us. When you discover one abyssal creature, more will appear as well. Then perhaps your home is already completely infested with those Stygian Vincent villains. Wow. Why do you guys have to be so creepy about it? We'll chop off their legs, that'll put a stop to any marching they might do. Oh, how very wise and insightful. Now all we need to do is find their legs. As if I could say that with a straight face. Wow. He lifts up his leg. 'Tis a shame, little one, but I fear most abyssal creatures may not need legs for locomotion. Only by destroying the shadowy foes that barred our path may you pass through this place and reach the sacred mountain's heart. Nothing can be done now to restore the glory that ravaged the city had of old, but neither should be its carcass be left to tender mercies of these dark monsters. Wait, don't you have those big fireballs? That's right, don't you use them to fight the abyss? Fireballs, you mean? The astral assemblages? Nay, they may only trigger mutual annihilation on contact with the abyss. Otherwise, they will instead be corrupted and enveloped by the dark. Alas, the city has been sealed off for too long, and the astral assemblages have been prevented from moving freely to maintain its stability. Oh, chosen of the dragons. Wow? Talking to Mikey, right? The heart of Sacred Battle was reactivated after Tolan was established and the first secret dragon idol starts over it. You must obtain permit to gain access to the heart. Or maybe talking to both of us, but the power source of the idol has been corrupted. We must find a way to reactivate it. Warning, functions damaged, shutdown imminent. Looks like this machine is... Amaro, hey Amaro, what permit? Come on, you barely started talking. So we're getting to talk to like the likes of a cattle, Amaru. We're getting to talk to like people who were alive, Dragonborn that were alive during this time, right? Keep pressing on. A new secret servant shall guide you. I love this. Like we're getting to talk to different Dragonborns over and over again. This map of the sacred core I will await you at. And the light's gone out again. Guess this Amaro isn't going to be taking us anymore, huh? He really just does whatever he feels like, huh? Not much you can do but forge ahead. See if you can rustle up a new secret source servant. This place is absolutely incredible. I'm actually thinking that we might put this into 2 videos because I didn't expect it to be this long. First of all, I didn't expect it to be this long. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to like say we'll put into 2 videos now and you know, I'll see what the next video is like as well because we will record the next video also. But right now this absolutely like looks incredible. Looks absolutely incredible. We should activate this waypoint over here. Yeah, just because like and it might be good to get like your guys' interpretation of all that's happened here also at the same time. Look at this place, guys. I'm getting all of these. I'm getting all of these. And now it's activating by itself as well, you know? So pretty. Even the water's gorgeous around it too. Is that who we were talking to? Yeah, that's who we were talking to up here, right? Amaru. Yeah, I love that we're going to get to talk to like maybe like a lot of we can't collect Amaru like we did with a cattle. But I love that we're going to get to talk to a bunch of Dragonborn that were around from this time. And see their different personalities and why they're in different positions. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go. So they have to come in contact with the Abyss as well. Oh, look at these little guys.
Let's light it up.
Tutorial? Twisted Dark Mud. Within this distortion Dark Mud, characters will continuously lose HP. Okay. However, in Nalan, they may use Saurians or tribe members capable of resisting the influence. Okay, fair enough.
Target acquired.
Peach is awesome. Like, look at this. Barely even have to touch the freaking abyssal power here.
Reveal thyself.
Okay. Shit, I got him cornered.
Actually, would be fantastic for what we need from him here as well. So how do we get rid of the abyssal corrosion level over here, though? Is there like an extra thing that we can shoot off at them? Do we enter into the core of this with a... I mean, we can follow this guy for now. See where it takes us. Oh, the dead hilly churros, that's always a bad sign, isn't it? That means there's like a heaviness of... Oh. Oh, Jesus. That always means there's like a heaviness of like death or the abyss down here as well, right? What was dropping down on us from there, below? I know it was abyss power, but... Do we need 2 of you guys? No, we don't. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at this. Thank God we have Kadich for this.
By royal decree.
Target acquired.
Oh God. Again, we want to put like some extra abilities on them too.
Off we go.
Sie wish, mein Fräulein. Locked on.
They actually chucked me out of the abyss. Thank you so much, Riptowns.
Shadow of the past. Mine to command.
Submit your soul in sacrifice. Everybody stand back. Speechless. Odds revealed by forever.
I got him cornered. Yes.
And there we go. So maybe we just defeat the enemies. Maybe we could have fought a hand-to-hand the other creature. I thought you could only defeat them with the mechanism that they created. Oh, it's like one of those dragons. Did we get on top of it? And I wonder as well, like all these different mechanisms they created, it seems like it's all like to push back the abyss, even the stuff we were using before. I wonder. Whoa. Wait, what? Just wait for it to reload. This is interesting. I didn't expect something like this. You can see the abyss levels going down. It definitely is going down. Wait, we're moving as the freaking... No, well, we're not moving as it. We're moving with it. Chosen dragons, the power of blazing fire now rests within you. Destroy the oozing cores. Oh my god! We're legitimately moving through this world as a freaking, and these poor hilly churls. But look, they're tainted by the abyss. We can't feel sad because if we do, we'll be here forever, feeling sad. This is so fun. The fact we even got to do this at all. This is why world quests are like some of the most incredible times you can have in a game in Genshin. Legit. Oh, maybe we're going back up here to fight the thing we were trying to fight before. Destroy the using cores. Are they around here? Oh. Well, I was still looking at the Rift Towns, but... Honestly, it feels good ripping apart a Rift Hound. It feels good. This is... I mean, with this like kind of sad music in the background, because I think it's trying to like portray as well the Abyss is not like just this fun thing you have to destroy. Do they mean this as well? Oh, here we are. Okay, we're going down below again. Do we have to go around in circles again? Oh no, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. So it's this thing we have to destroy next, I'm guessing. I'm trying to reach the one in the middle as well. Which I think we did. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Great mission here. Absolutely fantastic. Take that as well. Why not? Oh, it's motion controlled! What? That is so funny as well. I agree, Kenichi. I agree. So resonate? We can resonate with it again if we want to as well. And start this also. So fun. And that's the type of stuff, the crazy stuff you get to do in World Quest, right? Like, they give us these amazing things to do and like a lot of rewards too, obviously.
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
So freaking fun. So freaking fun. And the fact that like if they probably would let us do this again. What do we do now? In search of a hidden heart? Okay. It keeps deactivating the mission for some reason sometimes, but like this whole thing was amazing. Like the actual feeling of going around with that machine. I wish I could have that all the time. You know what I mean? Imagine fighting weekly bosses with that. Well, they probably would still destroy you, in fairness. I think like you look at the crack in that there, the sky over there. Honestly, I think that like it would still destroy you. Like say like the Knave would probably murder me, even if I had those things up. They'd still get a good shot in. For sure. So fun. So fun. Is everything back to... Are you new? Are you new? Are you new? This music's so nice as well. I can't stop with this freaking music. A secret sorcerer. It's just fine. Or is this one bigger than the others? Oh, really? Do you think so? A little bit bigger, maybe? A bit chunkier, maybe? Fancy meeting you again so soon. Apologies, there's no entries regarding you logged in my database. Humans this far down does not happen at least 500 years. So before all that stuff was happening with the Abyss. Wait, you're not a Mara or a cattle, right? They were indeed individuals referred to as such, but I am neither of them. I believe there must be some misunderstanding. I am a prototype created to assist us, Lord Quetzalcoatl. There we are, with information recording. So I have no name. So okay, yeah, we was Quetzalcoatl. Okay, that's good. Okay, confirmation. Wait, no, not that I have no name. I'm the only intelligent secret source servant without a master. Even after Lord Quetzalcoatl fell, I was still in charge of the most basic city maintenance and information regarding functions. However, some records have been lost due to the invasion of our shadowy foe, so I do not have data regarding my name. It seems like we got the wrong guy. Dragon robot? It is fine. This robot is huge, but it doesn't seem too bright. Maybe it just doesn't have as much information as we thought the other ones had, maybe? Possibly? This probably isn't the guy that used the machine to talk to us, Wonder. But it did say that it's in charge of record keeping and stuff, right? Why don't we ask it what it knows then? Or, you know, about how we can reach the heart of the Sacred Mountain. Maybe that's why maybe that's what that guy intended. Rawr. I mean, we can ask away. I have no problem doing that. We can ask away. Do you have any queries? How do we enter the heart of the Sacred Mountain? The entrance to the heart of the Sacred Mountain is at the newly excavated entrance. Descendants into the deepest fissure of the volcano where it's defended by a secret source dragon idol. Moreover, any who wish to gain access to the heart must also obtain a permit. Only then can you gain acknowledgement of a secret source dragon idol that stands guard. Heart of the Sacred Mountain, also known as the Hizutelpochtli. We're going to get this permit. According to the agreement and the edict issued by Lord Quetzalcoatl, entry to the heart of the Sacred Mountain is also known as the Hizutelpochtli. The descendants of the proceed onto the chamber of deliberation to submit an application, and then wait for a permit to be issued. So there's a lot of official documents that can be used here too. What about the energy source required by secret source dragon idols? Now searching. No corresponding data entry categories. Or perhaps the relevant data, like so much else, has been lost due to abyssal corruption of the city. Okay. So the data, even the abyss is killing off the data. If you can illuminate the abyssal influence and retrieve the data, perhaps you might find the entries you seek. I've marked out a potential data storage location for you. Please eliminate the abyssal corruption present there to restore the area. Do you have any queries? I have no more questions. Understood. Clear the abyssal corrosion? Wait. Whereabouts? Alright, let's get going. Fuck. Down here? I love talking to those
Is this really necessary?
Oh my god, it seems like a phlogiston pool down here. I wonder, was it the fire sage that didn't want what is that? That little portal over there. Well, I wonder, was it the fire sage who didn't want how do we get in there? Do we have to use a Saurian? Oh, there's rift hounds. There are rift hounds. I wonder if he didn't want phlogiston to be used for power, but for knowledge. I wonder. I mean, that's what he was getting at. Like, oh, now it's being used for this instead. This probably isn't great with Xiao for rift hounds. I should have thought about that, but honestly, he's still pretty good. Look at that. It's still so much fun. Still to this day, plunging attack with Xiao, so much fun. Every second. We love it. Of course, Fischl was the one to actually defeat it in the end, of course. Honestly, I'm always really impressed with Fischl. She is not only I think they voted her. NASA was doing science experiments, and they were trying to find who is the most powerful character in all of Genshin, and not just Genshin, but in video games. And Fischl became ¡1. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. Like, I'm so impressed and so happy for her as well because she deserves it. And like, I think another scientist came in and was like, hey, I have another theory. It's not official. And they actually like did the right thing and they put him in jail. Honestly, like, I was like surprised when they put him in jail because I was like, I didn't think that was an actual offense, but apparently voted on by every president of the world. If you say Fischl is not the most powerful character in the history of video games, you get one pinch on the elbow and you're told to F off into jail. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh, I was like, okay, that's cool and all. I was usually like, oh, that's neat, but I don't think it helps me here. Take the luxurious chest. Imagine a chest surviving under this as well.
Forget
Do you have to activate this?
It's not my concern.
Coagulation pearl, the core device that can convert liquid phlogiston in a certain range into solid phlogiston. It can be carried around and even collected by. Oh my god! Okay. There are also seems to be pedestals specifically designed to hold these coagulation pearls. So we have to collect this over here. We can't collect it as Kniech. Can we collect it as Kniech? Wrong Kniech. No, wrong Kniech. I mean, wrong person. There we go. Okay, cool. Do you want us to use this to activate this? Or throw it at this? Or put it on a different pedestal? Oh, maybe there? It worked. Okay. I was like, I was thinking we're gonna have to like do it again, but it actually worked. So pretty whenever the phlogiston goes through anything, right? Isn't it? You ready, buddy? Oh, we can just go through? Oh my god. Oh my god. The dragon civilizations, like, they were like all, like, this is why, like, maybe there is that feeling of like the dragons lost their luster, because a lot of this like seems like about reverence and like self-reverence and almost like in a very like extreme self-love for yourself as a dragon as well, right? Which again, I'm not against that whatsoever, but just so impressive what they've done here with a lot of this stuff, you know? It's pretty freaking crazy. I knew you would arrive, so I prepared a welcome suitable pomp and circumstance. Rawr. Though I know that you're only being polite, I am indeed glad to see you. So it's you after all. What are you calling yourself this time? And I think what's happening here, Paimon, is not that they're calling themselves different things. Is that like, yeah, I know what Paimon's saying though. She's making a joke here as well, you know. But it is really interesting how they do like adopt a different personality or like a different memory even like. This time my name belonged to a scribe from the Chamber of Deliberation. In truth, he rarely ever touched a quill or ink himself, not since the secret source servants were invented anyway. Awanyu, you may address me so. Okay. Alright then, Awanyu. So are you here to help us with our Sacred Mountain Heart permit thing? If you are without a doubt the astral assemblages within the heart of the Sacred Mountain will attack upon detecting any unauthorized entry. I have extracted records from Awanyu. According to them, the permit required to enter the heart of the Sacred Mountain has been placed above the Chamber of Deliberation. For that cause, I have no choice but to set foot in this place. This congress of arrogant fools, this assembly of those who've glorified in their powerlessness. Not to mention, a den of pretenders claiming the right to... I don't know if we should do a different voice for every dragon. I've kind of been doing just like a very monotone kind of like robotic voice. But I don't know, that's the way I thought it might be a good way to do it, you know? Not to mention a den of pretenders claiming the right to judge their own kin. A dragon judge is me or somewhat familiar somehow. Maybe. It kind of reminds me of a pep in some ways, right? I fear you imagine quite the different beast. Let's go. We shall see where we have hidden the permit. Oh my god. Are you serious? It seems they have left it over there. Did they even think to hide it at all? Still, it seems but an empty shell. Hey, what's with all the rift towns? Go! Oh my god, that means the permit's covered in the abyss. Gate security may have been neutralized, allowing them to take advantage of the opening and enter. Wait, what do we do then? Destroy them? No matter, we need to only activate the Chamber of Deliberation's repair and purification facilities. They're over there. Let's go. So first we'll activate the waypoint. Well, we can destroy the rift towns as well, right? But like, should we do this first, or what's Like that? Oh my god, we can just do it even in front of the Rift Towns? Shadow foe threat detected. What? So we don't have to fight the Rift Towns. Pioneer imagined there'd be some sort of mechanism inside this place so those monsters never stood a chance. This place is built to outlast the very eons themselves. Oh, it's not auto. No, it's not. It's gold and shiny. Pine wants to touch it. Arr. It would be best not to. It will not distinguish between friend or foe. It simply consumes everything it touches. A crass and brutal approach. The designs these fools come up with. Still, we can use it to open the shield covering the permit, right? It's worth a shot. Marr. What was that? My mouth just made a sound of a little cat. Anyway, let's find a way to make this ascend, shall we? I think this is absolutely incredible. Oh, and the light that appeared over this place as well. See, why I think this is incredible is that, like, it fits to what we've heard so far, right? They built this place in order to, or like the way they were using phlogiston was a way of like of strength and a way to like, oh, look at this as well. It's actually really pretty in the dark and the light, in fairness, as a way to fight back against the abyss. And that's what we're getting at here. We have like a bunch of security mechanisms. Like we have that dragon that shoots off the phlogiston stuff. We have those mechanisms that, like, when they come in contact with the abyss, they can fight back against it too. It seems like Quetzalcoatl was really trying to fight back against the abyss and save everyone from the abyss. Or at least that's what it seems like here. But maybe it wasn't seen as like very, very good by the sage, Waxakulon. At least that's what I'm getting from with this so far. I do find it absolutely just like stunningly beautiful, like what we've seen so far in this. Like it has been more than gorgeous is what I'd say. More than gorgeous, being able to witness all this stuff. So there's a bunch of different things here, like, but it seems like the waypoint is bringing us up here for some reason. For the Sacred Heart one, couldn't have done it, right? Okay. Energies concerning source mechanism and energy cores have been updated. Phlogiston is the main form of energy that powers the source mechanism, albeit in a condensed form that closely resembles light. Stable amounts of phlogiston units may be generated via the uncontrolled reaction known as data lost, allowing for more precise control over energy release. The energy that source mechanism requires is depending on both size and complexity and operating logic. The quantity of phlogiston units and secret source servant requires is data lost. While the largest secret source dragon isles in fact require less, specifically 3 in number, information is energy and energy is information. So the data carrier you retrieve counts as a single phlogiston unit. So the one phlogiston unit is 1 fireball. Yes, that's one way to look at it. You restore the phlogiston unit that had been corrupted by the abyss, only then could I extract anything from it. So he has more information. They can also be used as substitute energy for source the abyss corroded source mechanisms. Okay. Do you have any other inquiries you wish to mark at the next location where the retrieval data may be stored? So we know where we can get all this stuff now, right? But we have to do the other stuff first, obviously, right? We have to do this one first. Yeah. Okay. So you might have seen the message at the start of the video. And basically what I was saying at the start of the video is I didn't know how long this quest was going to be. It's definitely apparently longer than any of the world quests for the Saurian quest line so far, which is nothing wrong with that. It just means that I will be recording the last part of this next week. And I'm going to do it over 2 days so my voice isn't tired or anything like that because, and here's the thing, it's not that the quest is like too long because I love that they have these really lengthy world quests and give us such many, like look at these places. The music in the background is gorgeous. What we're looking at is amazing. Like, look at this, so stunning. Everything is so stunning. You know? It's not just that. Like, I don't mind long quests, as you guys know. It's more of a case of just, like, I know for a fact that by the end of this, if I did it all, in one session today, as I'm recording this the next day after the last part, I know for a fact that, like, I would be very probably tired just with my voice by the end of it. And I want to be able to talk about the lore. I want to be able to, like, get every waypoint as well so we can explore every location. I want to be able to do all that stuff without even feeling like we've gone on for too long, right? So I want to be able to, like, give the lore room to breathe. Like, I think in the other quests, like, we had, they were, like, 4 hours, and I think this might even be longer. But that's just me yapping as well. I can't believe how cool this looks. This music as well. So fantastical and magical and beautiful. yeah, so I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of like in a space where I it's not that like, oh god, I'd be too exhausted just talking, but like I don't want my voice to be like kind of tired, so I'm kind of like still being able to talk about the lore, because we want to talk in depth about the lore, talk in depth about the story, look at all the locations, get every waypoint. There's still so much we have to do here as well, so I think breaking up the 2 parts isn't a bad thing as well, because I can also then hear your interpretation of the lore so far, without spoilers, of course, and then I can talk. I can't believe this music. I can't believe it's so good. Without, you know, so I can like talk about your interpretation of the lore, even reference comments that you've given as well, so we can come to a better understanding of the next part as well as we go into it. And I want to give everything like a good breathing room, right? I feel like it just makes sense. It just makes sense, because usually I would do it all in one go, but I feel like this is going to be a little bit longer than other world quests we've even done before as well. And the lore is already heavy, and we're only 2 hours into this, so it is going to be even heavier, I think, going forward. So let's talk about the lore so far of what we have in this. Now, again, I could be wrong with this stuff. I could be right. These places are beautiful. This whole place is stunning. But we'll check out and we'll talk about like what I have with the lore so far. So we have this place, which is Tolan, right? Was a place like a repository made by the dragon, the first dragon, the Pyro Dragon Sovereign, to basically like as be a repository for memories and wisdom. And they would swim in the phlogiston here to kind of gain wisdom and like memories and things like this. But now it's kind of being used. It eventually started to be used as a weapon against the Abyss. As we've seen here, we were able to use the phlogiston itself to like fight back against the Abyss and purify the Abyss. It said that he changed the landscape with the flap of his wings, so I'm wondering if that's just like mystical, or if he was actually able to do this like with some magic power to do with his wings, because this is absolutely incredible as well. There was this idea that like dragons have lost their form, their wisdom, and also some have even like died because they were trying to adapt to like the humanity. And I wonder if, again, this is like an idea of like, we know that there is like kind of this disdain from the sage, right? This idea that like dragons have become kind of lesser than, they're not as cool as they used to be. That's probably a bad way of putting it, but the idea that like they to move on with the times, they've lost their luster, they've lost that fire, and because of that, they kind of like died out in some cases. In an adaptation or trying to adapt to humanity. And again, like that, this is like, please correct me if you think this is like a wrong interpretation, but it seems it would line up with a lot of like what we've heard before. Dragons are no longer what they used to be, or in some cases they don't feel like they're what they used to be, even though we know that dragons still are very prideful. In some cases, look at a Pep, still very prideful. And right now they can't gain new information from the phlogiston. They can only look back on memories. And I wonder if that is because memories are still very worthwhile understanding compared to like information. And yeah, I wonder if that's because like the idea of memories are very important in some cases, right? Like if memories are like, as we've learned through like out Natlan, that like the idea of like remembering something and having your memories intact is still very important, right? So like, and the idea of like remembering people from the past and move towards the future. And I wonder if it is like this thing where like people can still learn from memories, and that's why they can only like get memories from this now and not actually new information. He created this, is it the defense mechanism that's called Sweeping Skyfire, and it's used to purify the Abyss, I think it is. And to find out how accurately this could work, Quetzalcoatl experimented on himself and infected himself with the Abyss so that the machines would know what the Abyss is. It's almost like a self-sacrifice, which I think the sage of the Soul and Fire was kind of like, that's dumb, bro. Why would you even do that yourself? That's crazy. But like obviously like he wasn't thinking about like the consequences in that way, because he said himself that like while the sage was saying to him like, you know, is this a personal grudge that you have? But really it's just he will do anything to keep the Abyss at bay. And he believed that destruction would bring new life, which, you know, we know that with Xbalanque, the idea of resurrection, right? The idea of resurrection from her heart. So obtaining knowledge and accepting knowledge I can't believe this music. It's so stunning. Obtaining knowledge and accepting knowledge are two different things. That's something that was said here as well, or at least I'm paraphrasing that. It's the idea that like you can tell someone how to fix a pipe in a plumbing, right? but that doesn't mean they're going to retain that knowledge or accept that knowledge. You can tell someone how you feel about something. That doesn't mean they're going to accept that knowledge. You can give someone an amount of information. That doesn't mean they're going to actually accept it or see it as fact. That's just it seems like a very accurate way of looking at that. So even though a lot of information was obtained here, not a lot of people accepted it, I guess is what they're saying here. He challenged the sage to like kill him, to challenge him. If you think I'm wrong, then challenge me. And I'm wondering again, I could be remembering the timeline wrong. Would that have been like why the sage was hoping that Okan would be the one to challenge him in the end? But in the end, it was Shablanka who challenged him in the end and won. Yeah, a very interesting way of looking. I don't know. I just find that whole thing of like the Shablanka versus Quetzalcoatl thing so interesting. I wish we could have him here to talk to him as well. So they said he created something to like a celestial being. Now I said like it's like a god, but like it could be more like a planet, right? Could be more like a planet amongst itself, which would make sense if you look at this area here, like what this place looks like, what it is inside the volcano. Like, because it is still in a volcano, and they're still trying to show, like, the remnants here of, like, this cracked sky over here. It's so freaking interesting. It almost, like, makes you feel, like, a little very nervous, right? At the same time. And they also said, so the Pyro Sovereign Quetzalcoatl was worried that the Abyss Master would come. And he said, like, you know, that and it was the sage, I believe, who called his brethren pitiable. I could be wrong in that. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. But it was one of those situations where it's like, well done, you did this thing, amazing, how fantastic. But then it's like, well, look, if you helped, it would have gone faster. But also, if you don't help now, we're worried that, like, the master of this, like, shadow would come, and then I'd be in big trouble, and I still, you know, it's still gonna be a hard fight, so having you along with me. And of course, the sage is like, at least from what I'm getting here, is like, I don't agree with this. I just don't agree with this whatsoever. It goes against what makes dragons cool. It goes against. That's such a bad way of putting it. Dragons cool. It goes against like what this place was originally for. This wisdom, this intelligence that goes against everything that I saw this place as being what had made it good. The sovereign Quetzalcoatl wanted to carve a path for dragons or dragonborn. Whilst the sage wanted them to find their own path, but I think the Dragon Sovereign felt like there was no time with the Abyss coming in, that now the path was so narrow that they had to do something right now. If they didn't do something right now, then they felt like there would be no path for the dragons going forward. It's a very interesting like concept of like having those different pieces of information. Like if you have, like if I'm coming in from the perspective of like the Dragon Sovereign, I'm thinking to myself, we need to do something now because if not, there won't be any choice going forward. But I believe the Sage of Fire probably believed, hey, like, the Sage of Soul and Flame, I should say, probably felt like, hey, if you help them, no, the way I do these conversations is so funny. Hey, no, if you let them carve their own path, they'll be able to retain their, like, maybe even their dignity and their power, like, because dragons are powerful, so to be able to carve their own path. And I wonder, like, I'd love to be able to talk to a Pep about all this again. I don't know if we can. Like, it would be so incredible to be able to talk to a Pep about this again, but I'm not sure if that's even a possibility at this stage. But it is really, really interesting to me how that works and how that goes, especially with the whole like the differences in the opinions about like how dragons were like pitiable or how they became pitiable or how like it became very sad for people to even think about dragons in that way, because dragons used to be like the people that dominated this place, and now they're in a position where they're not. That's just pure and simple. They're just not it's humanity. Even though like we know from previous conversations that there is like a thing where dragons, right now there is enough power in dragons that they could still do something, right? In Dragonborns. We learned that last time. But obviously it's not the exact same thing as like what it was now, but there is like an ability to be powerful if they wanted to be. But that, you know, that hasn't manifested in what we've seen for ourselves here yet. Even though there is like, you know, mighty dragons still around and like a Pep is still around and Dvalin still was like the start of this whole game also at the same time. I wonder when it comes to like this purification of the Abyss, will it be similar to something that we're able to do as well with the purification of the Abyss? I don't know, possibly, but I think it's using phlogiston versus using like the power of like a good force as well to do this also, and that could be another interesting aspect of that too. Yeah, this one I'm getting from this as well. If you guys want to comment down below what you guys think about the lore so far, what I'm going to be doing today as well, I'm going to be going back to the previous World Quest episode before I do the next episode, And I'm going to be like reading all the comments again, and maybe even like watching over like some of the lore bits that we had in that episode 2. So I can like refresh myself on absolutely everything as well. Because I think I still remember like a lot of the stuff, as you can hear in this as well. But obviously there's going to be like nitty gritty stuff that we're probably going to forget too. But like if there's anything I got wrong, or even like motivations or like ideas or morals, like please 100% correct me. I know we're not finished yet. That's the thing. Obviously don't spoil anything about the next part of the quest if you could as well. That would be really, really cool if you couldn't, because that would be very helpful for me. Because I still want to be able to like do the rest of the quest without being spoiled, and I want to be able to read your comments without being spoiled as well. So like, I might have my mods if they would like to be on close watch of that too. Not because anyone's being bad, because I know no one would try. Because like, there's a good chance that someone might be like, "Oh, I don't remember that was in the first part." Only comment on the stuff that's being said here. That stuff that's being said in this video, if that's fair. It's not fair to you guys. And I actually think it will be fun because I will be able to reference a few of you guys' comments in the next episode as well, about all the stuff that has happened. That's going to do it for this video though, guys. And yes, I broke it up into 2 parts. I think we uploaded a lot this week. There was a lot uploaded this week. That's another part of it too. But I'm very much happier to do it this way because it's going to be a very long quest, and we can give all the time in the world to the last part of this quest and just like focusing on all conversations. I don't have to worry about like, oh, I have to record this other thing, or I have to record Honkai or Last Defense Academy. I can just like focus completely on this aspect, if that makes sense. So it can give every bit of time in the world to breathe, because the last thing I want is to like be post catch-up Genshin and have an episode where I get to like the 5-hour mark of a video and I'm like, man, I guess like we have to talk with the lore as well, and we have to explore this place, you know what I mean? Because then it feels like I don't want to feel tired. I never want to feel tired at the end of a video. I never do. I want to feel like energized. So I definitely want to make sure we're kind of like looking at this from all perspectives like that. But yeah, I hope you guys truly enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the lore of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me being confused with this video, getting to look at all the locations. And thank you so much for another beautiful week of videos. We're starting obviously tomorrow again. We'll have more stuff coming forward. And this will come out next Friday, will be the next part of this. And then on Sunday, we'll have a Venti build. Like, if we're going to be building Venti with some artifacts and stuff like that, and you guys can like critique it if you want as well. But yeah, we're going to be trying out some stuff with Venti, building him up next week as well. Right now I have him at level like 60, so he's pretty close. I'm going to get to level 80. Get a weapon for him as well. And I think we're going to be doing artifacts and stuff like that next week as well. So it might be fun to do that. And we'll try him out more and more every single time we like change around his artifacts and things like this. And I hope you guys enjoy that. I guess I'm going to say thank you to Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangster on Patreon for being so cool and being so awesome. Thank you so much to Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuled, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, High Casparian, and Jared Beaner. Did I say all the names out? Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuled, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, and High Casparian, and Jared Beanham. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye. Let's do the thing. You can do this really pretty thing here, watch. Flying in the air, look at that. Adorable. So adorable.